Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we're doing some work just to open up the back of our heart. So I invite you to join me in a seated position on your mat. Come into a comfortable seated position. Feel free to sit on any props if that would help you, and lengthen your spine. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and just take a few conscious breaths, inhaling through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils. Just observing how your body feels. And we're going to drop our chin down to the center of the chest. Just pause. Slowly bring that chin up to one shoulder. Bring it down to the other shoulder. Bringing your chin down to the center of the chest. We're just going to clasp our hands behind our head and allowing those elbows to come in. So keeping your spine long, just moving the head. Inhale, lift the head up and press the elbows back. Exhale, tuck the chin in. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, tuck in. And then, if you like, we can start moving the spine. So as we inhale, press the elbows back, press the chest forward, a little bit of a back bend. Exhale, tuck your chin in, round your spine, draw that belly in. So it's like a seated cat-cow. Inhaling, opening. Exhale, draw everything in, engage the core. And then open those arms up. Right hand comes down, left arm, nice side bend. Inhale. Exhale to come up. Inhale to the other side. And then we're going to lengthen up, extend those arms out. Right arm crosses over the left. Either give yourself a big hug, squeeze the shoulder blades back, or come into eagle arms. Back to the hands or the palms interlace. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, push the forearms away. And we're just breathing into the back of the heart here, between the shoulder blades. Opening our arms up nice and wide, and then left elbow over the right, big hug or eagle arms. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, maybe pushing the forearms away, breathing here. Release those arms nice and long. This time left hand comes down, right arm goes over. Inhale, exhale as we come up. Inhale to the other side. And then we're going to lengthen up. We're going to transition. We're going to come onto our knees and our forearms. So our hips are on top of our knees. We're going to get our shoulders on top of our elbows. And from here, we're going to move into our cat-cow. Exhale, tuck the head, the tailbone under, scoop the belly in. Inhale, lift the head, the tailbone, let the belly be soft. So moving through this cat-cow sequence that we usually do on our hands and knees. Now that we're on our forearms, maybe we feel a little bit more through the shoulder girdle. And just breathing into that area. And then from here, we're going to see if we can go into a thread the needle. We're going to take our right hand, bring it behind the left elbow. We're going to slide that arm through. See if you can rest onto the right side of your shoulder, the right side of the head. And then you want to push your hips a little bit more towards the right so they're in the center. And we get this twist through the upper spine. And then if you like, you walk your left fingertips overhead and you try and stack left shoulders on top of the right. And then lower that left forearm down, come back up onto the right forearm. Belly is in, thread that left arm behind the right, lying onto the left side of your face and your left shoulder. Noticing the hips, they might be leaning a bit to the right. You're going to push them more to the center. And then we're going to maybe walk our hands overhead, our right hand, I should say, and maybe stack that right shoulder on top of the left as much as you can. Lower that right forearm down. Come back onto the left forearm. Walk those elbows forward and then just lower the thighs down. So we come into our Sphinx pose. Uncurl your toes. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Press the forearms into the mat. Lengthen the spine so we're not hunching our shoulders up. Releasing your head down. We're going to take our right leg and lift it, and the left arm, and maybe the head lifts up. Inhale, exhale to lower, switching sides. Good. Release. Then you're going to bend your right knee. See if you can reach back and grab for the foot. Pushing the foot into the hands. Lift the thigh up. Maybe lift up onto your left forearm. And release down. Switching sides. Bend that left knee. Reach back. Grab that foot in. Press the foot into the hands, lifting the thigh up, maybe lifting onto your right forearm. And then lowering down, releasing. Taking our hands by our sides, palms up, or interlace our fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Belly is in. Lift the chest up. Reach the arms down the body. And maybe float your legs up. Releasing back down. This time we're going to interlace the other way. Once again, squeeze the shoulder blades. This time bend those knees, maybe flex the feet. Lift the chest, reach those arms down the body. Float the knees off the mat as we breathe, a variation in this bow pose. And then slowly release down. Pressing ourselves back into our child's pose. And then bringing yourself up onto your shins. Pressing those hips forward. Belly is in. And we're just going to take our right arm, lift it up. Let's circle that arm around, hand to the low back. Left arm, lift up, circle it around, hand to the low back. So elbows come towards one another, pressing those hips forward. And then imagine lifting up and over an imaginary bar that's across your shoulder blades. Lift up and over. I like my chin tucked in, but you can keep your neck long. Just don't thrust your chin up towards the ceiling. This is a variation on our camel posture. And then slowly bring yourself out and bow down into your child's pose. Any variation that works. Just release tension in the low back. And then we'll come back up. And we can do that same variation, the hands into the low back, or we could try interlacing our fingers, squeezing those shoulder blades back. So we're going to push the hips forward, extend our arms out, away from the body. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And then again, think of lifting up and over that imaginary bar as you draw your arms down as if you could reach your toes, but you want to push those hips forward. And again, chin in or look up. Breathe. And then release down. Good. And then just bringing yourself up into a seated position, just to end this little short practice, into our tortoise pose, tortoise type posture. Soles of the feet together, making that diamond shape. Bringing your hands either on top of your shins, round your spine, tuck your chin in, or turn those palms up. Bring your forearms to the mat so you get a little lower, and tuck your chin in. Just release any tension that might have built up from those back bends into the spine. Just let it go. Slowly bring yourself up, sitting in a comfortable position. That's our yoga bite for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Namaste.